So I have downloaded the royalty-free admin template that we want, and I've opened a window showing the contents of the extracted archive here on the right. And on the left, I have opened a Finder window, and you can, of course, in Windows, you'll have it looking a little differently, but the same basic principle applies. I have one window that shows the contents of the extracted admin template archive, and I have another window that shows the contents of my project, the bookings folder. And if you'll recall, we have this folder static in bookings, and that's where we put all of the things that are not Golang templates that need to be available to Golang templates. And if you look inside the extracted admin template archive, it has a template folder, so let's go inside of that. And inside of that you have the index.html file, which is the starting point for the template, and we have all of this other stuff, which we may need. So what I'm going to do is select everything except for the index, and I'm going to copy that into a new folder in my static folder. And I'm going to call that new folder admin, because I want to keep the resources for my public site, these three, separate from the resources for my admin site, okay? Or my admin pages. So inside that admin folder, I'm going to copy all of the stuff over here, except for that index.html file. And now those will be available to me, if I need them, in my admin template. Now the next step, of course, is to take this index.html file and convert that from what it is right now. And let's have a look at it. So I'll take this and open it up in my favorite text editor, drag it down to Sublime. That's just an HTML file. So we need to take this and convert it into a Golang template. And we already know how to do that. So what I'm going to ask you to do is to try to convert this into an empty admin template. So what you're going to have to do, of course, let me go over to my editor here, is the same thing that we did in our templates folder for base layout. So base layout begins with a define tag that names that, and you can't call it base, maybe call it admin, that would make sense. And inside of that you'll have the doc type, the head section, the body section, and whatever you want to appear on the bottom of the page, okay? And what we have here right now in this is the wrong one. Let me try that again. What we have here in the existing index.html file is pretty much a lot more information than we actually need. So you should go through and simplify the menu on the left, simplify the things that are on the top, just make all the changes you want to make it as simple as you possibly can, so you have a place for content on the main part of the page and a place for menu items on the left-hand side of the page. You do that as an exercise, and I'll do the same thing, and then in the next lecture I'll show you what mine looks like, and you compare it to yours. One thing to bear in mind is you're going to have to change some paths. So for example, we have right up here, we have vendors TI icons CSS themify icons.css. You're going to have to change that to /static/admin, assuming you want to keep those icons in there, and you probably do, but it's up to you. So you're going to have to prepend those kind of paths for style sheets and for any JavaScript with /static/admin/, because that's where they live on our application's web server. So give that a try, and then in the next lecture I'll show you what I did and we can compare notes.